The Oakland Raiders remain active at free agency. This time they're grabbing Trent Brown, the left tackle from the New England Patriots, and giving him the most money in history for any offensive lineman. This is the second straight year that a Patriots left tackle has gotten paid handsomely in free agency. What are the Raiders getting in Trent Brown?
Yeah, so they're paying that premium for the security that you get for a blindside tackle. And I think there's reason to believe he will be one of the best left tackles over the course of that contract. It's just how much they paid versus what they're really getting in return. Those are just somewhat average numbers compared to the contract he got. Now, he switched from right tackle in San Francisco the year prior to left tackle, so you could expect some sort of bump in year two in terms of performance, but that's still a hefty price to pay.
Yeah, the thing about Brown, and a lot of people just point to the success of the Patriots offense and the fact that they won the Super Bowl, obviously, but when you look at the grades, we do factor in the fact that he did lose a lot of blocks and get saved a little bit by the quick passing game that the Patriots employ. He did do a nice job in the run game, especially down the stretch, but it was a slow start for Brown. But essentially his career has been a couple of nice years at right tackle in the Kyle Shanahan system, which has been pretty kind, I think, to right tackles, and then a Patriots left tackle system where you're aided by Tom Brady and one of the best O-line coaches of all time, Dante Scarnecchia. So those would be my questions for Trent Brown as he moves on.
Yeah, it's definitely a big question mark, especially considering going to Oakland. Tom Cable, their offensive line coach, he's coached offensive lines that have been in the bottom three in terms of pass blocking grade each of the last 4 seasons. That's just not encouraging. But like I said, year 2 at left tackle should be a bump. It is not easy to go from right tackle to left tackle. That's why I think we saw him play better down the stretch than he did early in the season. So you can expect quality play from him. But you're not going to, if you're expecting him to live up to that big level contract, that lofty deal, I just don't think he's ever going to do it.
How much do the Raiders look at this and say, we had rookie Colton Miller there at left tackle last year, and the difference between Colton Miller, who is one of the worst pass blockers in the NFL, and Trent Brown is going to be significant enough to justify this deal?
Yeah, there is incremental change there. And like I said, there's reason to believe he can continue to get better. Only, I think, 26 years old. He's still, in the prime of his career, will be successful, will be, producing over the course of that contract. So I think they're banking on the fact that by the end of it, by the time we have built this franchise around our offense ready to compete, he'll still be in the prime of his career, still be producing.
Colton Miller may be a shot to move back to right tackle. Last year it was not good at all. 52.7 PFF pass blocking grade, 16 sacks, 7 QB hits, 42 hurries. That adds up to 65 pressures plus 8 penalties for Colton Miller. So the Raiders are banking on Trent Brown at least being a significant upgrade over Miller.
Yeah, hopefully there. And then Brandon Parker, the guy who they drafted at the top of the 3rd round a season ago, probably swings inside either to guard or use him as a swing tackle. No shame in saying, a 3rd rounder we don't really want. Probably shouldn't have been starting right away anyways the season ago. So season him, let him develop, and you have 2 starting tackles.
So there you have it. The Oakland Raiders remain big-time players in free agency, signing Trent Brown to a monster deal.